friends, Goddess of Awesome here. I wanted to make you a quick video. Hopefully it's quick. I reached out and found a support group, and if I didn't express myself on Facebook about my recent grievances with my mother dumping my homeless brother off on my street in my neighborhood to be homeless on my street without any warning or heads up about it, I probably wouldn't have posted on Facebook about that. Well, I blocked my mom, and then I posted, I vented, I had to. This is ridiculous, Someone commented on one of the comments about a support group, Al-Anon, and that got my little wheels turning, and I thought, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe there's something out there for us, like people who do things like what I do. Maybe there's a support group for people who are in the adult industry, So I put my little, I went looking online, and I found a couple sites, and one site, it was pretty obvious that it wasn't really going anymore, not a lot of information seemed like it was updated, and I tried the phone number and it didn't work, Tried the phone number of another one, the 800 number didn't work, but then they had a cell number, so I thought, so I called that, left a message, and then because it was a cell, I sent a text message, and I said my real name, I said what I do full body central massage. I've been in for 21 years, 3 years as a dancer, 18 years as a massage therapist, central massage therapist, full body massage, meaning hand jobs. I included the website of my working girl site. I also included that I've been highly reviewed on the Erotic Review, and I also gave her the station, or I don't know if it was her, it was a person. I don't know who it was, at this point. I gave them my YouTube station because I just wanted to let them know I'm a real person, and I am truly, sincerely trying to get the hell out of this industry. How is it done, So that text message was good because I got a response, and the response said that TER means nothing, that the Erotic Review is taken over in 2009 by the government. It's 2018. That's 9 years that a lot of sex workers use that site. We post on it every day, some of them. You're not allowed to post every day. You're only allowed to post one thread a week, unless you're a traveling girl, and then you can post in 5 cities a week, but just one time, one time in each city. I didn't know that the Erotic Review had been infiltrated by the government. I had no idea, but this person has been around, or at least knows the ins and outs of the industry. I have no idea, but it was an amazing conversation. We were on the phone. It was Monday, today's Saturday. We were on the phone for 4 hours and 45 minutes. It was an extraordinary conversation. I was like a sponge. I was thirsting for, the things it was a female who answered, and it was appalling, some of the information that was shared. It was like, are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. Now she has, I'm 39. She's got a little bit of years on me, not much, but she's been around a little bit longer than me, and she's seen all the ins and outs and the changes of the industry and stuff, So I've been thinking about her every day. Every day I've been thinking about her this week. I have so much homework to do. I have so many things to finish. My projects have to be finished, There's a lot of next steps to take, but before I can take any of those steps, I have to finish this project, right? I have to get my site up. I have to have my hands be completely retired, from ever needing that kind of income flow. But I will say that meeting her, or at least getting to know this person on the phone, someone else who's done similar things, And there's no shame, right? I think in any branch of the adult industry, it doesn't matter what you do. If you're a dancer or a webcam girl or a transgender or a central massage therapist or a girl who's an escort or a boy who's an escort, it doesn't matter, right? We're all, and I'm sure there's things out there, pornography, video pornography, visual picture pornography. There's more probably than that. Those are just the ones ones coming up off the top of my head, you know. We're all kind of in the same bucket, you know, and how in the world do we ever get out, you know? Who do we talk to? Where do we go? Is there a place to go? So it was really refreshing to hear this person shared their story a little bit here and there. I got to share mine. You know, she didn't open up at all. When I first called, boy, she was so quiet. You know, I introduced myself and said what's up, but that wasn't enough, you know? So I could tell, oh, I guess it's time for me to keep talking. So I just kept going on with what I'm about and what I'm trying to do and how I'm trying to get out. And after I said so many things, you know, she came back with, it's harder to quit than heroin. And I was like, oh my God, you're right. Because, I mean, I've never used heroin, but you can set down a substance, right? You can quit a bad habit. It doesn't even have to be a substance. You can quit watching television, right? People are addicted to TV. You can quit doing that. You can quit getting on Facebook so much. Everybody's on every second. Oh, God. Right before you go to bed, the first minute you wake up. I mean, is it because you want to be that connected, or is it because you're addicted to being in the digital world? You know, you're addicted to your computer. I mean, I definitely have been addicted to my computer before. So I'm guilty of that too. So there's a lot of ways that you can be addicted to something, you know. But you can just choose sometimes to set those things down. You can choose to adopt a different behavior. You can choose to make a shift, you know. And how do you choose and shift out of making money from the sex industry when it's supporting you? The only way that you could ever leave is what I think, and I've known this for a long time, but I just didn't know what the possibilities were. You can only leave if you find something that's better. Right? It has to be better. The income has to be better. You can't just leave and go to a menial job, because that's only going to last for so long. You could take a break, and it will probably be a break. You know, just a rest. You'll try to get out, but then after so many months, you're going to realize that it's so tough to not make anything for your time, right? To go from the income a sex worker can bring in, whatever branch you're on, and then go get a job that does minimum wage or just over. I mean, I tried that at 20, and no, the end of 21. No, 21, when I was, anyways, I did try. At 21, I became a caregiver, and I went to bartending school, and I thought I was a brilliant genius. I worked 8 hours at the bar. So that bar opened at 6 a.m. and closed at 2 a.m., right? It was closed for 4 hours. I came in at 10 a.m. in the morning, and I left at 6 p.m. That was my shift. So that was 8 hours. And then I had a caregiving job from 8 p.m. until 8 a.m. And I thought I was a brilliant genius. I thought, oh, I can get paid to sleep. Basically, maybe wake up one time and help somebody to the bathroom, make them their breakfast in the morning. If they need me, call me. I'll definitely be listening with attentive ears, you know, for them. And, you know, that was rewarding work. It didn't pay a lot, but it definitely soothed my soul to help others, you know. There's one colon cancer patient who was pretty much on hospice, and he needed a nighttime, you know, he needed a caregiver 24/7. And they warned me. They're like, hey, don't take it personal if he's mean to you. He's been mean to everybody, and it's not that he's mean, he's just in a lot of pain, you know. I mean, he was like a skeleton almost, you know. He was definitely withering away. And I remember one night, you know, I was so attentive to him. Anytime I thought he needed me, I was on a cot in his room. I would just be there if I thought he needed me, you know. And after so many days of working with him, he told me, he said, you are the epitome of due diligence. I didn't even know what that meant, you know. I was 21, and I took it for something positive. It seemed positive, what he said. And then I had to go look it up, you know. What is due diligence, you know? That was beautiful, right? To hear that from somebody who's on his deathbed. What a blessing for him to have someone like me who was the epitome of due diligence, to be there at his bedside while he was on his final days, you know. Soon enough, you know, they started realizing that I have a really big heart, you know, and I'm very attentive. And so they, you know, the company started asking me if I take on more people, like people who needed more, you know, and I have such a big heart. I'm like, yeah, sure, of course. Well, instead of waking up once a night or twice a night, now I'm waking up 3 times a night or 4 times a night or more, you know, cheating myself on sleep, not eating enough or at the right times. My feeding schedule, I didn't even have a feeding schedule. I think I ate once a day. You know, I basically was working 20 hours a day. That lasted about 3 months before I collapsed at the bar. And I needed to go to the hospital. You know, my mom came and picked me up. I couldn't drive. I couldn't do anything. And I'm deathly afraid of needles. But, you know, she's going to just take me home. And we're almost to where we could turn to go to the hospital or keep going home. And I just knew it and I felt it. And I was like, take me to the hospital. She was shocked, you know. I hate needles, so to volunteer to go to a hospital must be a pretty bad feeling, you know. I went to the emergency room, sat down for just a second before they rolled me, you know, just got a wheelchair to take me away, and they said, once I checked my blood, they're like, they had no idea how I walked in there because my hemoglobin was like 3. And they're like, you shouldn't be able to stand. How did you walk in here? And I was like, because my spirit carried me. You know, I have a strong spirit. I know that. So, anyways, I don't know if I would have found my support group if I hadn't had this bad experience with my mom dumping my brother off on my street to be homeless, and then me at my wit's end of not knowing what to do. And I wanted that post, and someone suggested a support group, and I also got a phone call. I got 2 phone calls on Monday. One from people I purchased my horses from. It was very gracious of them to reach out and extend their love and support, you know. And the second phone call, who I just love her, kind of feel like she's a big sister, and I never had a big sister, so it's kind of nice to feel like I might have one, you know. She suggested therapy. She's like, you know, Sarah, I watched some, because I had to share with her what I'm up to. She's like, Sarah, I've watched some of your videos and you're not healed. Oh, honey, she said, you have a lot of healing yet to do. And, you know, she's right. But I have definitely had done a lot of healing up until this point. You know, healing is like an onion. There's always another layer, you know, and I'm getting down to some deep layers right now, and it's pulling up a lot of ugly things, right? Feelings that don't feel good. Noticing parasites in my life, you know, energy vampires. I no sooner kick my mom to the curb for putting my brother on my shoulders, which I'm in no position to carry anybody's weight than my own right now. I can't save myself and also save anybody else at the same time. That's just impossible. It's impossible for me to... Who gets out? Who gets out of this industry? I'd like to know, and I'd like to interview you. I'd like to know how you did it. I'd like to write a book about it. Maybe help other people know it's possible. What path did you take? What steps did you take? What mentors did you use? What's your formula? You know? So I'm just going to wrap this up with saying that I love. And I'm excited to love myself more than ever. I love all the people in my life who are good to me. I'm trying to love the people who are being assholes to me right now, because I do deeply love them. I just can't have them in my life, you know. I had a friend a couple days after kicking my mom to the curb, and she started pulling energy vampire stuff on me. Nope, unacceptable. I cannot handle any person related to me or not related to me. If you need to suck my energy dry, if you need to request and make demands, if you need to insist that I push pause on my projects and my progress to satisfy you and your needs, I can't have people like that in my life right now, and probably never again. If you're a contributor, you know, I'm down for that, because I'm all about collaboration, you know, but it can't be one-sided, and it can't be on demand or an insist without a please, or maybe can we sometime. So yeah, I guess I'm taking back, I'm claiming what's mine, my energy. I'm claiming my energy. I'm taking my personal power. So I'm stepping into I'm taking my personal power back from others. I'm stepping into my personal power that has been waiting for me to step into. And I'm so grateful I found my new support group that I can pretty much access by phone only at this point, but that is so good. So good. That's better than nothing. So hey, you know, if there's any of you watching or in the realm of being a sex worker, no matter what branch you're on, and you need to know or you want to know what the support is, then comment and I'll share if it's okay. I'm gonna have to double check. I don't know. It's kind of a quiet thing, you know, for a lot of reasons. It's unfortunate, but there's been some laws written to make it damn near impossible for working girls to help each other get out or get help in general. Isn't that messed up? I'll have to do some videos for you on that, you know. But if you're a genuine person who really does want to get out, then there's options. And I'm going to be part of that option too. I'm stepping into that. I can't wait to be an activist for that, you know, but I got to be free first, you know. So that's all I know for now. I'm happy I found a support group. I'm working on getting myself therapy, right, to make it past this humongous hurdle that I've not ever been able to make it past yet. And I'm turning 40 next month in April. Today is March 31st, 2018. And I am determined to be 40 and fabulous. I am determined to heal my vessel, heal my tendons, heal my upper body, heal all the stuff that's strained from doing too many hand jobs. Over 100,000 hand jobs I've done. Easy, without doubt, you know? I'm not willing to do 100,000 more. I can't do it anymore. My body is falling apart. My arms are falling off my body. Everything's breaking, sort of. My tendons are strained. I massaged myself the other day just for a little bit, you know, because it hurts like in here a lot. And then it also comes up around here and goes in here. That was kind of new. It's not new. It's been there, but the ailment was new. It's like it started hurting new. So I followed it. I followed it from here all the way up and got into here. And I'm just like, oh man, it hurts so bad. So I got my little massage tool that I can put pressure without using my thumb, because my fingertips are numb. They go numb when I do massage. And if I use too much pressure on me and massage myself, they'll go numb. So see, there's so many reasons why I need to quit. I'm not going to have any use of my arms after a while, you know? Won't be able to ride my horses or pet my dog, you know? Because my stuff hurts. My tendons hurt. My nerves are... I don't know what's going on with my nerves. If they're dying or if they've been rubbed too much and I don't know what's happening. But I know I need to quit. And I don't know how else to make that happen other than making videos for you and creating an online presence. And I'm crossing my fingers that this works, because I have no idea. This is all uncharted territory for me. So thank you for being here with me. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for watching any of my videos. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video insightful or entertaining or interesting at all, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to know more, please subscribe. And in the meantime, bright blessings and be well.